Hi everybody, Sive is here with the ForexPeaceArmy.com and our daily update on euro currency. So on the first glance, if you take a look on the technical picture, it's nothing interesting has happened. But today in this video, our task is to identify some hidden nuances that maybe are not stand on the surface, but still they might be really important to identify the possible direction on the market for today's session. I mean today, tomorrow, Monday, so in a couple of trading sessions. Although we're coming into the weekend, and probably better to not hold positions for the weekend right now, since it's really becoming risky. It's just because a lot of political events now are happening in the weekend. So what we see right now on euro currency, and actually on other markets as gold, for example. On the daily chart, there's nothing new yet. So we see that yesterday was in sidebar here compared to previous one, and now market is in the same range. So we have to turn to the lower time frames to find something. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we see a couple of bullish moments. If you remember, yesterday we talked about possible downside action and discussed the butterfly and existed evening star pattern on the 15-minute chart, suggesting that here we could get deeper action to the downside. This deeper action has happened, but market has limited downside action with a target of only evening star, and butterfly has not been completed. Now it starts looking like the wash and rinse of the previous lows, which is potentially bullish sign. So it means that market was not able to break it down, just grab stops below it and return it back up. This range is still working, and downside breakout has failed. It means now that market has better background for upward action to the upper border of this consolidation. That's why in today's session we probably should be focused on the possible upward action here. Besides, we have here some minor divergence that stands on the 4-day frame chart. But this is not all yet. If we take a look at the cross market, particularly on the dollar index, you could see very actually exciting thing. So if we take a look at it, let's take a look at on the 4-day frame chart, similar to the euro currency that we are watching for. We have the bearish grabbers for the dollar on the top. Its minimum target that we have, actually we have two of them here. Its minimum target is the lows of this range that we have on the euro currency as well. You can see that gap down open on the dollar for today. And that is inspiring background for a possible action on the euro to the upside. So that's what cross-market analysis tells us, which we think really important. Now going further to the hourly chart, or better to say to the 15-minute chart, because it provides more details. Here what we have, first of all, on the bottom yesterday, we've got when the wash and rinse was forming, we got nice hand shoulders pattern. If you were in time to take a position here, you just did great. So that's actually was nice entry opportunity. But unfortunately, it has happened already in the evening. So not everybody trading here is most session already over. But it's not time for, actually not reason for upsetting with this. Here we have kind of the, I don't know, it's time of the hand shoulders shape or something. And since we're watching mostly for upside continuation here, you could think about the position accumulating. So if you're not sure, in this situation, it's very difficult to identify what particular level market could reach, where we could take the bulk of the position. Maybe it will be 116, just A, B, C pattern down here. It might happen. But it's also could happen that upward action could start right from here. So this is a minor technical problem, but it's become really big when you're deciding on a position taking. And from that standpoint of view, as we usually recommend, we still think that such a way of the entry as a scaling, splitting position in part, it always work great when you are sure on the direction. So for instance, you could take 20% of your position here. If market will drop further, add more. So at some point you will accumulate some position at a good average price, and you will be ready for a possible upward action. And if market will start action suddenly here, you at least will have the 20% of your trading lot, you will take part in this trade. So that's the advantage of this stuff. And the invalidation point of this construction stands right here, where actually stands the grabbers on the dollar index as well. So if they will be erased, the market somehow will turn down, start breaking this area, that's probably will crush this short-term bullish context. But for now, we suggest that the chances on a further upper direction here, somewhere to the upper border of this range, in an area of the 117, maybe even higher. So it seems better than actually chances for a strong reversal. Today we also will prepare the video on the gold. There we have the same signs, but they're looking brighter than on the euro currency, and that's another reason why we think that currently market has more chances for upside performance. So that's all for now. I'll see you next time.